If you regularly watch our tutorials, you'll recognize this liftgate spoiler from our video on Weld test plastic identification. This part does not have an identification symbol. By means of a weld test, we were able to determine that it was made of polycarbonate. We can now repair its broken tabs using R07 polycarbonate welding rod. The mounting surface of this tab is completely broken out, so we will have to recreate a great deal of its plastic. Begin by V-grooving the plastic around the perimeter of the tab. Using aluminum tape, reinforce the area that is to be welded. Weld around the broken area using 1/8 inch round polycarbonate welding rod. Then fill in the area using wide ribbon. Smooth using an airless welder while simultaneously reapplying nitrogen gas. Allow to cool and then remove the aluminum tape before continuing. Sand the tab down using a 50 grit roll-lock disc. Because the thickness of the tab that we just recreated is much thicker than the side piece, we will need to thin it using a rotary tool and a tapered burr. Still using a rotary tool and the tapered burr, grind out the slot tab to roughly match its fittings. Smooth the surface of the tab using a 3-inch DA sander. Remove any excess plastic imperfections using a razor knife. Now we're ready to move on to the next tab. This tab is still mostly intact, so it shouldn't be quite as tricky. Use Polyvance's 6203 Hotspot cordless plastic stapler to tack the tab back in place. Use a tapered burr and a rotary tool to grind a V-groove along the crack. Apply aluminum tape and weld a pass of 1/8 inch round welding rod around the tab and over the crack. Smooth the weld using the airless welder. Allow to cool, and then sand using a roll-lock disc. Use a rotary tool and a tapered burr as needed to recess the slot to match the tab. If the tabs you're working on have removable clips, as these do, you can now test to see if it fits the recess you have cut. You may need to adjust the width of the slot. If so, take care not to remove too much of the plastic. If you wish, you may now apply a light coat of paint, and then this repair is complete. Instead of spending a fortune on an obscure plastic part, you can save your shop time and money by performing this repair yourself using tools and supplies from Polyvance. Look to Polyvance for all of your plastic repair product and training needs. We offer iCar Industry Training Alliance courses as well as other hands-on classes in addition to the video resources you can find on our website and on our YouTube channel.